It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
K'Lavon Chaisson
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Amir Abdullah deep from Minnesota. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. First down, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
He's got it in, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. It's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And gets it over the middle of Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
4-yard line.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They will power through. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings
Off of play action, it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
4-yard line.
From the gun, Watson steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Texans 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Junior.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The ball carrier.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
At the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Watson being chased out left. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 2.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And Watson throws another interception. Picked up by the Qs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Watson
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And goal to go.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. He can run. Oh, the ball is in. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And this ball will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans team. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 3-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? The clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Bailey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
They're worried. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic? Yeah, I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Off-play action. Watson rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Watson. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they have 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Texans 28.
Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins here to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now, third and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Off the play fake, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.